Welcome back again to my latest guide, and today we're going to be learning how to take on the latest new boss, Scurrius, also known as the Rat King. Scurrius is a mid-level boss which aims to introduce newer players into high-level play. You're going to be on the receiving end of switching overheads, having to dodge attacks, and multiple monsters are going to be spawning during the fight. It's a fairly easy boss, but that is the point of it, to introduce newer players into it. So to get started, we're going to look at the requirements that you're going to probably need to be comfortable at this boss. These are sort of recommended and required at the same time. Obviously, you may be able to do it at a lower level, and you may be able to, obviously it's going to be a lot easier at a higher level. The higher the levels, the easier time you're going to have. So looking at magic, we're going to want 43 prayer across the board, whether that's for range or melee as well. We're going to be trying to get around, we're looking at 50 magic and 50 defense really. Range requirements, very similar. Again, 43 prayer, 50 range and 50 defense. For melee, we're looking at around 43 prayer, 60 attack, 60 strength and 40 defense. We're going to go a little higher on the melee. Just because if you've got them high levels, it's going to be so much easier to out DPS the boss, which is a large chunk of this fight. So onto gear setup. So it's all a little bit experimental still, as we are only just hours after release. But generally, I don't think you're going to go far wrong if you start using this type of equipment. So for a low setup, around 65 attack and strength with 40 defense, we're looking at full rune, Barrow's gloves, rune boots, ring of dueling, a dragon scimitar, a dragon dagger for special attack, any type of cape, and a blessing and a glory. It's for a low level setup. Medium, we're looking more towards granite armor with an obsidian cape and a warrior's helmet, and also a dragon defender. For the high level setup, we're looking at a berserker with a fury, a fighter torso, dragon legs, dragon boots, and the rest is still the same. We're going to use the ring of dueling to teleport to the Ferox enclave after each fight so we can restore ourselves. Now you can fight the boss with magic and range. So for the magic, we're going to be looking at full mystic, amulet of glory, any type of god cape, an Ivan staff, a book of darkness, seer's ring, and a warrior's bracelet. For the range setup, we're looking at a coif, full blue dragon hide, snakeskin boots, ring of life, rune arrows, an Ava's attractor, and a magic short bow. One important thing to remember on the loadout setup is that when you do get the spine drop from Scurrius, that is 1 in 33, you are going to want to upgrade whatever weapon you are using for that combat style to a bone weapon. You do this just because it's the best in slot against that particular boss, and it will one hit the giant rats. So yeah, after a few kills, you should at least get one of these, which will speed up your kills significantly. These setups are very experimental. If you've not quite got all of something, just swap it out for the next best thing that you've got. This boss can be more, it's more about mechanics and stuff than just pure RNG. So, if you're good enough, you will get at least 1 kill out of an inventory, even if you are a really low level. So the inventory is going to look like this. We're going to want to have around 8 prayer potions. We're going to fill the rest up with high level food. And then we want a combat potion. If you're using magic, you can use a magic potion. If you're using range, you can use a range potion. So how do we find Scurrius and where he is? Scurrius is located in the Varrock sewers. The best way to get there is to teleport to Varrock and enter the sewers east of the castle, or we can use the Edgeville entrance. I would highly recommend you use the Varrock sewers through Varrock itself rather than Edgeville, just because it takes a long time to run to the where he is through Edgeville. Once we're in the sewers, we're going to head east until we get to some grates, and then we're going to enter the battle. Right click on the grate and choose either a public or private instance. I would recommend you just use a private instance unless you're bossing with friends. So onto the mechanics. It is a fairly simple fight, but it will get you used to the higher level PVM content, which is really good. So to start the fight, we're going to enter the instance. We're going to pray melee and attack with melee. What he's going to do is going to be using his sweeping tail attack, and will occasionally make rubble fall from the ceiling. So you're going to want to avoid the rubble and obviously keep praying your melee or your melee to prevent him hurting you a ridiculous amount. Once he hits 80% of his HP, he's going to go to one of the food piles in the room and he's going to start eating. This is going to heal him by 5 to 10 HP at a time. So just keep on attacking him as you can out DPS this with the right gear and the right stats. If you are struggling to out DPS him, leave and try and get some more, a couple more strength or attack or magic levels or range levels before you come back. While eating, he's going to be attacking with magic, which is blue, and range, which is green. You need to pray accordingly to prevent lots of damage being taken. And the way the damage works is that you need to pray the correct prayer for when the projectile makes contact with you. That way you're going to avoid the damage. So at the same time, he's going to spawn some giant rats, and they are going to hit ones through your protect from melee. So just keep an eye on your HP and just keep yourself topped up with food. Like I said before, the rat bone weaponry will get rid of these rats in one hit with no attack delay. So when you get your first bone weaponry, do start using it on the giant rats if you are struggling with the HP side of things. So after healing 3 times or reaching 30% health, whichever comes first, Scurrius will move to the center and only use mage or range, while still using his rubble attacks and summoning giant rats. So keep up the DPS until he's dead. So what can we look forward to for the rewards? The main reward for this boss is quite unique, is actually the XP itself. There is no confirmed rates at the minute, but some people are saying, you know, between 60k to 120k. They're very comparable to the Nightmare Zone. So, you know, it's worth doing, especially at a lower level. The second reward that we're going to be looking for, you know, collectors, blogs, or even, you know, some useful weaponry in certain instances, you're going to be looking at getting a 1 in 33 chance of a Scurrius spine, which we can use to create either a bone mace, a bone shortbow, or a bone staff. So what I'm going to do now is put a fight example up on the screen so you understand what you're going to get yourself into, and I'll do some commentary over the top just so you can relate what I've told you before into what you will expect. So here we are in Varrock Center. So we're going to head up here, or northeast. We're going to head up here till we get to this manhole. Then we're going to go down into the manhole, and then you will see when we go down. You see this grate over there? That's what we're going for. So it's literally in here, run east, and go down here. So what we want to do, really, is we want to go through. We want to right-click, and then we want to do climb through private. What will happen if you die? Your gravestone is going to appear just out here as well. So just note that. So we're going to go run over to here. We're going to pot up. We're going to pray melee, and we're going to use attacking prayers if you've got them. Let's go through private, and you'll spawn in the middle of the room. Here he is, the big boy, level 200. So just jump straight in at him. So that's the spinning melee attack. In a second, you're going to see the stuff falling from the floor, from the roof, sorry, and the shadows are what you want to avoid, basically. So he's going to do it again there, look. So we just run away, run one tile away, and we are safe. So now he's running over to eat his food, because we've done over 8% damage. So that's a magic attack that we need to pray from. Another magic attack, as you can see, is healing, 10 HP there. So we are out DPSing him at the minute, which is ideal. So he's moved back into the, I suppose it's the second phase in a way, back to melee, and now he's going back to eating. So that's another mage. So he spawned his little rat friends while he's walking around, and that's a range attack. So just avoid the falling roof tiles, let the rats keep hurting you. Oh, wow. Oops, save that. So we want to pray mage again. And range. So you see there, I just got it. It's as it makes contact, not when he actually does the attack. So after the fight, these rats remain. So the bone weaponry will just cut straight through them, which I've not got at the minute, unfortunately. And once we're done, you can use your Ring of Dueling to go to the Ferox Enclave, and you can use the Rejuvenation Pool. Oh no, sorry, the Pool of Refreshment, and yeah, you'll be back to full stats and full HP. And that's it. I hope you learned something from the guide. Happy bossing. Let me know in the comments how you're finding this boss. And if you like this content, please do like and subscribe, as it does help the channel. Thank you. See ya.